Good morning guys, what's going on? Sean here. In today's video, I'm going to give you a few tips on how to stop being a nice guy and take control of your life. So without further ado, let's go.
Nerf this!
So I'm about to go to the gym right now, get a quick workout in. I do not work today. I gotta go get this work, so there you go. It's an absolutely gorgeous day, and the reason I film in my car so much, I think, is because the lighting is always great in your car. Like, who doesn't love a great car selfie, right? So I'm obviously headed over to the gym right now. I gotta drop off some clothing donations on my way there because they've been in my trunk for like a week and I just haven't stopped. Every time I've passed, I keep forgetting. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get coffee for a little pre-workout, and then we're gonna go hard. And on my way there, I just wanted to give you my first tip on how to stop being a nice guy. And I'm gonna use air quotes for nice guy because you obviously want to be a nice person, but we all know that connotation that nice guy gets, that stereotypical nice guy, aka someone who gets taken advantage of. And believe me, there is no bigger nice guy than me. I always try to see the good in people, try to see the bright side, but it's to a fault, and that's where I've kind of gotten the reputation of being a nice guy. So my first tip is to become more self-aware. And how do we do that? I'll tell you how I do that anyway, and it may work for you. I asked myself a lot of questions. So I will ask myself, for example, if I'm really like upset with a situation or upset in general, I'll ask myself, why am I feeling this way? What am I allowing to make me feel this way? Because really, if you're upset, it's your choice. I mean, everything is or it isn't, right? So if, you know, let's just say I had a child and my child got a really bad grade now, and I was upset. Now, the thing has been done. He's gotten or she has gotten a bad grade. So how is me getting upset and frustrated and super mad gonna help the situation? So what's making me upset? The fact that I want to see my child do better, right? How am I going to fix the situation? Make sure that my child is better prepared for next time around. All right, so every situation is fixable, and in order to, you know, like I said, make yourself more self-aware, just ask yourself questions and you'll figure it out. Another case in point is, okay, this person is taking advantage of me. Why are they taking advantage of me? Because they think I'm too nice? Because they think they can? Because they're a mean person? You just have to ask yourself the right questions and you'll find the answers that you're looking for. So that's my first tip. Become self-aware by asking yourself questions. So if you do that, you'll be more aware of yourself, your surroundings, situations, and you'll be better all around. This tip really, and I'm rambling here, but this tip really you can apply to any aspect of your life, not just on how to stop being a nice guy. All right, so that's tip number one. So I'm gonna finish driving to the gym here because driving and filming ain't safe, even though I do it anyway. Let's go. Just finished a good workout. About to go home. I'm gonna see if Lily can get lunch with me. I texted her earlier, but she didn't return my text. What's up with that, girl? I thought we was a couple. I thought we was an item. I thought we was engaged, dog. All right, calm down. Endorphins are kicking in. Endorphins are kicking in, baby. So, like I said, I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna get changed. I'm gonna shower. I'm gonna see if Lily can have lunch with me. She's got an hour to go before she's on lunch break. And after I get out of these sweaty clothes and shower up and do my hair and so forth, I'll give you guys the next tip. And as I'm rolling home right now, I realized I forgot to drop the donations off again, dude. Every time, what the hell? Oh, man. All right, let me freaking go get changed. All right, much better, looking good. I am gonna go head towards the Shui. I still have not heard from her, but I'm gonna take the chance. So off we go. you know, gonna stop and get a coffee first. I haven't heard from Lily. I'm assuming she must be extremely busy. So I'm gonna walk to Dunkin's while I wait for her to kick me a response, but I wanted to give you the second tip on how to stop being a nice guy. So number 2, without further ado, is to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. And what I mean by this is to not always sit on the fence with everything. You need to take a stand. You need to be polarizing. You need to voice your opinion. And when you do this, people will give you more respect because they know that you just won't go along with everything that they say and you won't be just a people pleaser. Now, when you voice your opinion and you stand up for yourself and you say, hey, I don't agree with you, people will know that you can't just be a little pawn that is manipulated so easily. So that's my second tip. Be polarizing, have an opinion, voice that opinion. It's getting hot out there though. I need some iced Java like stat. Walking over to Lily's work right now. I got my lunchbox. Life is good. That iced coffee was life. Gave me just what I needed. So what I wanted to mention was, another tip that I have is to accept reality. And what I mean by that is to just accept the fact that you are a nice guy. And this kind of ties into being more self-aware. If you accept the fact that you're a quote-unquote nice guy, the easier it is to cope with it and overcome. Just accept the fact that you're a nice guy and that people probably are taking advantage of you, and not to say that it's a bad thing to be a nice person. You need to be a nice person and not be an asshole, but at the same time, you can't let people take advantage of you and walk all over you like they own you. That's not what bosses do. That's not what alpha males do. That's not what alpha people do. Located her, the Shwee, the ever so elusive Shwee brat. We've located her, and she's here, and she's absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous, aren't you, love? Aren't you, love?
My Shwee!
Mm-hmm.
Get the food. I'm not even gonna heat it up because it's gonna take too much time.
Oh.
You have your lunchie?
Yeah, I brought it. Right here, the pail. And the Shwee, the Shwee, and the Shwee is the Shwee. Bye, Shwee.
Bye.
Some walk back to the whip. I'm gonna go home and I'll give you guys the next tip when I get there. Don't forget, this time I'm gonna donate that stuff right now. Feels good to get rid of that stuff and give it to someone who needs it a lot more than me. So to give you guys my last point, I decided to come out to the woods, to the trail, and take a walk. Really just wanted to get some peace and quiet and some time to kind of meditate and think about all the things that are going on in my life, and really just clear my head. And now that it's actually summer and it's nice out, it's time to start walking around here again. But yeah, so that brings me to my final point of the video on how to stop being a nice guy. And so my last point is to simply, and I think I touched on it a little bit in the last point, is to simply stand up for yourself. When something isn't right or unfair to you, voice it. Don't just sit back there like a freaking doormat and let someone walk all over you. Take it from me, guys. As I told you in the beginning of this video, I am, or I was, the stereotypical nice guy. When someone said jump, I'd say how high? You know, when people, asked me to stay late, they didn't ask me, they told me. I went above and beyond for everyone all the time, and I never truly put myself first. And in order to be an alpha male, in order to be a better person in general, you have to help yourself, help others. You have to put yourself first sometimes. And don't get that twisted. I'm not saying not to help people, not to take care of others. We definitely should do that. But there comes a point in time where you need to draw a line in the fucking sand and say enough is enough. You need to decide what is acceptable and what is unacceptable to you. For a long time, I had no line. I was a doormat. I let people walk all fucking over me all the time. Before I started saying no to people and I drew that line in the sand and what I was gonna accept and what I was gonna take, people continued to take advantage of me. And it's not a good feeling, especially when you go back to the first point and become self-aware of it. You think, man, I'm getting taken advantage of here. Someone is mistaking my kindness for weakness, and the fact of the matter is, it is. Not that it's weak to be nice, but it's weak to be a nice guy, and that's just the bottom line. And unfortunately, that's the way it was. I was there for a long time, and sometimes, people still do take advantage of me. But now, when I realize that, I cut it off. And I bring them back to that line that I drew in the sand, and I said, no, this is unacceptable. And that's all I got, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Like I said before, make sure to like and subscribe. I got all my other social media linked down in the description box below. So if you want to connect on any other platform, reach out to me there. Let's be friends on the other spaces besides YouTube. But again, thank you so much for watching. I will catch you in the next one.